Well, June, Pumpkin, Alana, Jessica, thank you all so much for coming into Us Weekly.
Thank you for having us.
Talking all about this season.
Okay.
I watched the first 3 episodes, and obviously
Look, we're not happy with y'all being able to watch all because we don't get to see it until like it airs.
Yeah.
They just recently started like the last 5 the day that the show premieres, like a few hours before it does. They give a link so they can watch it, but the link expires. But I don't watch it until like 9 p.m.
Okay.
So like
I'm always an early bird.
Yeah.
What gets me is like when we are on these press tours, like y'all see the first 3 or y'all see the first one at least. And here recently in like the last 5 episodes, they've been like sending a link because they don't have a way to like watch it. And if they want to watch it, they can, but it's only a few hours before it actually airs. But I personally don't watch it until 9 o'clock.
Okay. So you're a live viewer.
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a very much live
But because I go live on my
Sure,
social
you
media, I go
want
live on
an honest
TikTok.
reaction.
Yeah, so like I don't want to like because with me and Justin started this last season, like back in season 5, where like we would go live on like TikTok and stuff, and so people would, I'm in your living room, you're in my living room kind of thing, and so I would give like what I called the tea.
Yeah.
The tea behind the
The
scenes
tea
that didn't get seen.
Got it. Well, my condolences go out to you and your entire family because it's heartbreaking to watch, and I'm sure I speak for a lot of fans and viewers who have been with you in every single aspect of your life that we appreciate you opening up and respect you for opening up because I can't imagine what
we
we
wouldn't have shared this journey unless it was okay with that. This is something Anna wanted.
Yeah. Well, why was that important for her?
I have to say, Anna loved being in front of the cameras. Like, when she decided to come back to reality TV, she hated that she had to keep a secret to the world because people was asking. But when she wasn't on the show, people were asking, well, why ain't Anna on the show? What's Anna doing? All this. And so she really did share a lot of her journey. Like, she loved it. Even in the last days, the cameras were there, and she was joking with them. And up until, like, the last, like, maybe hour of her life.
Yeah. How have you all been coping and healing together?
I think it's definitely every day is, difficult for everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, Caitlin, obviously every day is a consistent reminder of Anna. Yeah. And just like little things throughout the day is a consistent reminder of her, like red cardinals flying in the yard while we're outside and on the porch, or flickering lights.
Things just like randomly falling. Or like
Yeah.
my camera has the couch that she passed away on because she passed away in my home. Our camera in the living room have caught like orbs on the couch, and then the next clip you don't see anything. Really? I mean, and that's the truth. Like, I mean, people, you think that's funny, but like that has happened.
I don't think it's funny. I just say it.
I mean, people don't believe that, but like literally, my husband will get up the next morning, and he's done it a couple times, and like there'll be that orb there, like the white, and then boom, you won't see anything.
Yeah.
And it's like kind of crazy, but like, I mean, it's been very hard personally for me, and just keeping and talking about it like helps, I guess, for me.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that when you lose somebody extremely close, you want to keep their memory alive.
We definitely do.
100%.
Yeah, and I think that the show is a beautiful way to do so.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, like, was there a point? I know this was Anna's wish to, to document this, but was there ever a point where you're like, I don't know if I can go through with this season?
A lot.
I think there was a lot of points, and not even just for us as a family and like going through a traumatic experience, like even for our personal crew that we have. We have a 15-man crew.
That's true, yeah.
That really was like a detrimental time for them as well.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because Anna had grown so close to everybody as well, and like we've had a lot of our crew members since
the beginning of the show.
Yeah. So we've grown very, very close with all of them. So for them too, there was points and times for them where our main producer Mariah was just like,
I can't do this.
I can't do this anymore. She was like, I'm leaving.
Like, especially in the last, because like we had something planned that weekend for Anna that she passed away.
And you'll see that.
And you will see that. But then like the crew had they came to our house and they were there for a few hours, but they were very respectful. Like they didn't try to like get us like all the time. And then like on the last day, everybody could kind of tell that she was deteriorating, and they were there for like a couple hours, and then they left, and then they were all there for the funeral. And like people don't understand too, like like our bodyguard, like we had Luke actually dropped everything and drove overnight and was there for us that weekend, and then he drove back home and then drove back for the funeral. And like it was rough on him because like for him, you know, he'd watched Anna like grow up and did schoolwork and took care of Caitlin and all of this, and so he's like, his favorite thing was, my allergies are bothering me.
Yeah.
My allergies are bothering me.
Yeah.
It's a bad allergy season. Like, I mean, he was really, really tore up, and there was people that are on the couple that are on our crew now that has been here since Here Comes Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah.
And like 14 years, so like that affected them because they watched Anna grow up too. So like it really wasn't just us losing Anna, it was really the world and a lot of people that was close.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Has it brought the four of you closer together?
I think so, especially because, you know, like when we all figured out that Anna was sick, you know, obviously as you'll see throughout the season, there's a lot of again, more arguments, more drama, especially when it comes to the money side of things. And just for us, it was just, you know, Anna wanted that piece, you know, like, let's just get together for the time that I do have and, you know, put all this other stuff to the side. So I think we did pretty good with doing that. Right. And I feel like...
And two, like, people don't understand this. We, us, Eldridge, the kids, and Justin were the only people that even knew she was on hospice, how bad she was. Her own father and Dado didn't know. Like, nobody didn't know until like the day after. I'm just saying, like all our families.
Well, what I loved about Anna too is that like she did fight until the end.
Oh yeah,
you know, like,
most certainly.
She did not want to accept this until the final moment. Is that a reason why maybe you didn't want to tell everybody too? Because maybe
she didn't want.
She just didn't want to. I think for her it was just like, I mean, you know, I mean, even as an adult, I mean, for us, you know, you drop friends and stuff because you realize that, like, if people can't be there for you in your darkest times, and they don't really need to be there for the high times either. So, and I kind of understood where Anna was coming from on that because, I mean, it is a lot. Like, that's a very detrimental time for her, you know, too.
But I also, because me and Justin was taking her to her treatments and was there all week with her in Atlanta, I really think going into the third round of chemo, because I even had texted them and said, she's talking different. She's talking about this. She's talking about this. So I really thought, honestly, that she was going to pass away then. And she didn't. And really, ultimately, the only thing I will tell people about this, she took chemo like a champ. She took radiation like a champ. But that first round of immune therapy, instead of amping up your system, it amped her cancer up. And she knew that. And she was screaming so loud to go on hospice. But unfortunately, you know, she was not ready. She was still fighting. But, you know, her and her husband had that talk. And he didn't want her to. So she went for the second round. And finally, she was just like, I can't do this no more. Like, she came to my house. And she never left. Never left. Like, she was like, I was like, I was pretty much her active at every doctor's appointment. Like, she needs this done. Like, she wants this done. And like, you know, and that was the thing. Like, it was just that for me being a caregiver, and now even 6 months later, it's still hard sometimes for me to go get my nails done, or go get my hair done, or take care of my own problems.
I did love her making fun of your pedicure, though.
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
That didn't make it good? Because I was taking my socks off, and I had not had a pedicure in like 3. Let me look at it. I had not had a pedicure in 3 months, which I went and got a pedicure before we came here, and it had been like over a month. But I had not been able to have like my nails done or a pedicure, and them toes were looking like rough. Like
your toes are always like
no, they're not. They're looking good now.
But I just love that she kept her sense of humor.
It was funny. It was a funny thing with like our producer Daniel. She was getting in the bed, and really she was like just had like a diaper and a thing on. And she like,
she's only got 2 questions.
And it's like,
you just keep.
It's all right.
And it's like she just like the cooter shot.
Short answers only do. We have other interviews and a flight today.
What was really hard as a mom as well was watching her talk about what's next for her children.
Oh yeah, that was our hardest conversation.
Yeah. So what happened before she passed? Obviously, I know Caitlin is with
me,
you,
yes.
and Kylie is with.
Well, to be honest and to be fair, nothing was ever really set in stone before Anna passed. I feel like as a family, you know, everybody, and I know even for me, I was just like, because I have kids myself, so for me it's like, you definitely want to make sure, because every appointment they were telling her, you need to get your affairs in order.
I also think that Anna didn't get her affairs in order only because she didn't want to accept the fact that she was passing.
Right.
And I mean, who wants to accept that fact at such a
Right.
young age? And like, she does have 2 kids. She has a husband.
Right.
So I just think her biggest thing was like,
If
not
you sign
wanting.
this paper,
Like
then
that
I
means
know.
like,
And
like if
I
I sign
understood
this
that
paper,
struggle,
that
yeah.
means I'm basically gonna die. Is how she probably
I
felt.
definitely
But
understood
when
that
she
struggle.
passed, there was no plan.
No, I mean it was like immediate. Like I had to hire a lawyer. We had to do emergency custody. Like I couldn't do anything. None of us
But
could do
we
anything with Caitlin
also
until that.
we knew that Anna would never go in readmission. We knew that she would never like be cancer free.
Right, we knew that.
But it was like we knew, like we didn't think that she was gonna pass that fast.
Yeah.
No,
Not at all. So it's like we also didn't have anything in order for that reason.
1 to 5 years.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
1 to 5. 1
And
to 5.
I will say something about her doctor. He never would give us like, I'm not going to give you a time. Because like even when she was getting worse,
But I
he
could
would ask.
tell when he would say that, and he's like, "I'm not going to give y'all a time because I
Right.
don't like to do
Yeah.
that." He was like, "You know,
Right.
I'm not
You
gone
wanna
or
give you false
anything."
hope
Right.
or anything.
But
But
he would tell
I
us that
could
multiple
kind of
times.
tell
Right.
from like you telling me that like we didn't have much.
Yeah.
And
I think he was just trying to say that we didn't have much time, but like
Right.
not say that physically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, and like in her mind, like she was talking about like Caitlin graduating and like Kylie graduating 5th grade. Like those are the moments that like I send it on my now. It's like I'll get like I'm choking, but because like those are the moments that she's gonna miss. Like and like it's just stuff like I just think about like, and I'll say it to my last spread. I should not be raising Caitlin, and Michael should not be raising Kylie. Anna should be here raising her girls. Period. Point blank. I'll say it till the day I die. That life is not fair. For the girls, definitely not.
Do Caitlin and Kylie, have they spoke? I think you said that they haven't spoken since.
They
do they have any?
speak.
Okay.
I mean, she's seen her like a couple of times,
Yeah.
but however, like we're very limited to the access that we get with Kylie,
and
unfortunately.
it's not lack of trying as
Yeah.
a family.
'Cause we have.
and he's not allowing us.
But it is a very tough road, like even as a
Right.
mama before, it's
Of
a very
course,
tough road
yeah.
to continue to reach out, and
Yeah,
then every
and get
time
nothing back.
Get denied.
continuously, like
And then-
you not get reached back out
Right.
to, or get denied, and it's.
And I will
I
tell
have kids that are involved too,
Yeah.
and Caitlin and Kylie have been a big part
Right.
of
Sure,
Ella's
yeah.
life, especially
Right,
because she's
yeah.
7 now. So
And then Ben
almost
used to
7.
walk around the house and
And
say,
so,
Kylie,
yeah,
Kylie.
like, Kylie. So for me, that's where it hits a little bit harder too, because it does affect
Right.
the kids.
You're
And
dealing
I-
with almost two losses.
Right,
at once.
right.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like tell me, and they're like, oh, well, it's always my responsibility. And it's really not. You can't keep pushing the fact that the girls seeing each other when the other person isn't working with you. I'm just as honest as possible. People's like, oh, you should be doing this. And I'm like, I can do everything in the world, but if you don't, like, if I try to text when I was texting them, and they wasn't answering, like, I can't make them answer me back. I can't make them see me, like, so, and that's what I try to explain to people, like, we get ridiculed, and unfortunately, they've only seen each other a total of 3 times since Anna's passed away, and I know that they miss each other. I know that. They want to be in each other's life, but I mean, life looks still a little bit different than it did when
I
Anna
feel like
was alive.
a big part of it too is like the world has then spun it out to whatever they want it to be, and they're like, you shouldn't have split the girls up. You shouldn't have split the girls up.
But that's what really Anna wanted.
realistically, throughout the season, you will see what Anna says.
Yes.
She didn't want Caitlin to go there. She
Right.
wanted Caitlin to stay.
Right.
And
So-
to stay with Eldridge as well.
Right.
Has he
Yes.
been heavily
Yeah.
involved?
Yes,
Yes.
yes. I mean, but he is also struggling, if that
Sure,
makes
yeah.
sense.
And he
That's
also,
right.
works a full-time job as
Right.
well. So
He works. He said he works to
Yeah.
keep his mind off.
Yeah.
Right.
Distraction.
So he definitely does that.
And
but
he
does
definitely goes and sees Kylie a lot more than we even do.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
For sure.
He's able to have direct contact with
Okay.
her, but not as much.
As
Not
he
as not as much as people think. I mean, like he also gets turned away sometimes too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like you and Justin Justin really stepped up.
Oh
during this time, too.
We're on a lot of things.
Yeah. How would you say that your marriage is right now? Because it looks like throughout the season that things kind of ebb and flow a little
just
bit.
I tell people like we've been through a lot of shit in the last 3 years. A lot. And from like him, knowing that he came in, I was still working on a relationship with my girls.
Yeah.
Like then boom, here comes Anna. I mean, literally, like he's been taking kids to school for 2 years. He's been making sure that Anna's got everything that she needed, like everything I need, everything these girls needed, and then also like trying to deal with his own emotions because like And they're like his kids, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because like, that was one thing, like when he met, he's like, I don't want to get attached because so many kids have been taken away from me. And like, he's really like, instead of like, he makes sure Caitlin gets up every morning, she gets to school, doing hair, dances. She's here with us today, she's here with us this week. So like, it's just a lot when we didn't, for the first year, we didn't have kids, and now it's like, boom, there's a child.
Sure.
And so, did we think that, you know, this would ever happen? No. But I mean, he just honestly like steps up and like, I tell him like, I appreciate you more and like love you more and stuff like that, because like there's things that he didn't have to step up and do at all.
Definitely.
At all.
You know, obviously losing a child is something unimaginable.
I don't even
and you've
wish.
You know, you've had your struggles with sobriety and things in the
Right.
past. Did this ever test it at all?
No, that is the thing that like you
Yeah.
asked that question, and I mentioned it yesterday. I don't know who that person was 5 years ago. I don't even reminisce about it. I don't think about that life. I don't even do that. And like, that was what people kept saying in the media. Like, oh, June's going to jump off the ledge because she's going through this with her daughter. And I used to always tell people, if you're holding your breath or you're waiting on me to do it, then baby, you're going to die right now. Because like, I don't even think about it. Do I struggle mentally and emotionally with this? Each and every day I get up, but I have to get up because we have Caitlin, we have things, and the days that I don't want to get out of bed, I still have to make myself get up. Is there days that I ride down the road and think about her? Yes, yes, most certainly, and just get upset for no reason. And so people just don't understand that the death of a child and the death of like my other people and family members is a total different end of the spectrum. Definitely different end of the spectrum.
Well, you look fantastic.
Thank
I know
you.
you said you lost, what, 30 pounds?
Yeah, I've been doing
great.
I've been doing trizepatide, which is like Manjaro, for like 8 weeks. Well, I'm going to my 9th week this week.
Okay.
And I've lost 30 pounds, and I really have kept myself strict. They've been in like all kinds of bakeries this week.
Yeah, she has been very strict with her, so I'm like, you can have like a snack.
No,
or
but
two.
no, yeah.
No,
Uh-huh.
but like I was like that back, like when I had my gastric sleeve.
Sure,
So
yeah.
for me, I tell people I've had a gastric sleeve, so it's gave like me a new reboot, if that makes sense. But it's not as fast as the gastric sleeve, because back then when I had the gastric sleeve, I literally lost 160 pounds in 6 weeks.
Wow.
Now it's only like 4 to 5 pounds a week,
Okay.
and I'm in the gym 3 or 4 times
Yeah.
a week.
Any side effects?
None.
That's
I
great.
have been no side effects, no throwing up, no headaches, no nothing. I was delirious about them too because of all the side effects.
right.
But no, I haven't had any
Yeah.
in 8.5 weeks.
Yeah. Do you have a goal in mind?
I have 72.6 pounds left. Probably about 170, 180. I don't ever want to go down to 130 that I was in
Yeah.
season 1. No, ma'am.
Yeah.
I feel
It's
like
hard to
we're too
maintain
small,
that.
man.
Yeah.
I was a size 0. I went from
Wow.
like a 24 to like a size 0.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's hard
It's
to
a lot.
maintain, but you feel like this is probably the best for you.
Yes, and also too, like, it gives you enough to like do like lifestyle changes.
Yeah.
Like I've tried new food like cottage cheese and stuff like that, and been trying like new foods to incorporate to get the protein, because I'm not a veggie girl.
Right.
I'm not a veggie girl.
Definitely. Alana, I hate to pry, but I see something on your.
Oh, it's a promise ring.
Okay.
It's a promise.
I couldn't know. I kept seeing this sparkle in the corner of my eye. So it's a promise ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're still in a happy
Yeah.
relationship. Things are going good.
Yeah.
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 What makes this? And when did he give you the promise ring? And
Oh, it was like when we first got together. I've literally,
okay.
it's so crazy because everybody always asks me, and I'm like, I've literally wore this since we've gotten together.
Okay. All right. Do you talk about marriage? Is that something that you want? in the future?
We
Or
talk
you're
about it. We talk about it, but definitely in the future. I want to at least like finish school first, and then like get our heads on straight, and then talk about marriage.
Yeah. How was the second half of school for you?
School, it's going good. I just finished my first year, so I'm going into my second. Thank you. It was very, like I tell everybody, it was very hard for my first year because everything with Anna and just like trying to get adjusted to like Colorado and college. But my second year went, my second semester went a lot smoother, and I feel like I did a lot better that semester. And I think like I finally got the hang of like now I'm in college. I
Yeah.
still think sometimes like I'm walking around campus, I'm like, there's no way. I've been graduated high school. I'm in college. Like, yeah.
Well, obviously people recognize you when
Of
you're going
course.
around
Of
school.
course.
Has that been
She said
an
somebody, like,
adjustment?
she told me one time, she said someone was taking a picture of her car.
Really?
Yeah, they're a little weird at school, honestly. I'm not gonna lie. It's just a lot. It's just a lot. Like, people, they'll take pictures in front of my car.
Wow.
Like, I'm trying to find a parking spot. People are just pointing me out. Like, it's a whole bunch. I'm just trying to walk to class. Everybody's like, "Can I get a picture?" And I'm like, "I'm so sorry. I don't take pictures on my school campus because I'm here to learn, not to have a meet and greet." And that doesn't make a lot of people happy. But for me, I don't personally care because I pay for this college. So
and she does.
I love my fans and all, but like at school, that's a different time.
And
for sure.
she didn't realize it at first, but after she went out there and was seen it, it is a private Catholic school, so there's way less students than like a regular college.
No, there is not.
Oh, there isn't?
No, there is
A
not.
lot of people there.
I was gonna say, that's what it says
It's
online,
a university, so it's going to be big regardless.
Definitely.
I mean, it is a private school. It's a private Jesuit school, but it is. I mean, there is like a good number of people. There's not like overcrowded people, but there's a lot of people.
Yeah,
like
there's a lot of people.
I have to get to school an hour before my class to even find parking.
Oh wow, that's
So that can tell you something.
Yeah, definitely.
She'll be circling around the block on the phone with me. She's like, "Oh, I got here too late today."
I paid $200 for a parking pass, and I don't even get a parking spot.
Oh no!
So.
It's like that's definitely got a parking pass. You know, obviously a big point of contention was the whole money situation regarding
Of course.
school. Have we come to some sort of resolution?
You'll have to just watch and see.
Okay.
You really just have to watch and see.
Has your stance on it changed?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you just like I said again, this is something
Just
you just
watch
have to
it.
We'll have to watch it. But the fact that you're all sitting here and having a good time
Right,
seems
right,
like things
right.
are okay.
That's
Yeah.
what Alana's been saying
It
like
worked
yesterday
itself out.
too.
Yeah,
so.
you know.
For sure.
Yeah. Jessica, have you asked Josh to be the sperm donor yet?
Just like on Tyler's
That's just
question.
it's a rocky situation, you know.
It is a rocky situation.
You just don't want to bring tension between everybody.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean,
it
it's
did bring
just
tension.
definitely
No,
a
it
bigger,
doesn't bring tension.
Not
I'm saying.
really like bring
Not
tension. It's
tension,
just
no.
You just don't want to bring it out. Let's keep talking.
Okay. I'm sorry. You're like, next subject, please.
No, I'm saying like to keep like you don't keep asking. Like I don't want to keep
like,
asking.
keep
Yeah.
asking Josh. No, but like I think it's definitely just a bigger conversation than just agreeing and saying yes to something like that.
Right. Yeah. No, it's a big
It's a big step.
Right.
yeah.
Yes.
It's a big thing to do. But are you still hopeful that you want to start a family in the future?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah, they definitely talk about that.
Sasha
all the
definitely
time.
wants to start a family.
Yeah.
I think Shasha is more pressed about like wanting to get married than Jessica is. Like Jessica's got a little, she's tipping her toes in the water, but she ain't like jumping in.
But Cheyenne's like, marry me now.
Like she's in the deep end, like swimming, and Jessica's like, oh, the water's a little bit too cold.
Right.
No, just in the water. She's just like waist deep right now.
I feel like more like
No,
maybe.
she's in the. No, she's like waist deep. She's waist deep.
Was Josh completely surprised by that conversation though?
Through the whole
I
family.
mean, he's just a man, so
Yeah,
like
right.
he's just like,
He's just-
yeah, whatever. You know, so like,
men don't care about
yeah,
anything.
men don't really think into
Like
bigger
details.
conversations and details and things
Yeah,
like that.
definitely. And your kids are doing good?
Yeah, they're doing really good. The twins just turned 2 at the middle of May last month. And then Bentley will be 3 in July, and Ella will be 7 in December. It's crazy.
And then
So
boys
it's very,
along.
very busy right now.
Yeah, I know. Now that the twins are a little bit older, do you get that baby fever anymore? Or are you
Oh,
like,
no,
absolutely not?
No, and I got my tube size. So
Oh, right. So yeah, no, we are shots closed.
done.
Definitely. You know, despite all the heartache and the tragedy this season, what are you looking forward to, fans seeing this season? What are you hoping maybe they remember the most about Anna this season too?
I think like I'm really like looking forward to like everybody like seeing Anna's funeral and like feeling
Right, we
like
did
they
share that
were
with the
there
world.
with
Yeah.
her
Yeah.
because Anna, like if it was up to Anna would have
We've
wanted.
been on TikTok Live and Instagram Live. at the
Why you gotta
funeral.
steal my pencil now? Why you gotta steal my pencil? Anyways, but Anna, like if it was up to Anna, she would have wanted us to go live during her funeral, or she would have wanted like it to be an open funeral where anybody can come.
Well, we
So
did
I
do
really
that.
do like the fact that like they'll be able to like really sit and watch the funeral with us and really remember remember Anna that way for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it'll be good for them to see, like, even in Anna's, like, darkest moments, or even in the days that she really didn't even feel like it.
Right.
Like, she still come out on top, you know? She was still happy. She was still loved by her family. Like,
whether if she didn't feel like it or if she felt right on up to it. Like, either way, Anna was always there to support you regardless.
Right.
If she was so sick that she could barely feel like getting out of bed, trust me, Anna's going to get out of bed to come and support you.
Yeah, I have to say that I remember one time, and maybe it might be showed, that the hospice nurses were there and the cameras were there and was not even going to film with her that day. And she was going to say, and she ended up coming out on the couch and she's like, okay, I'm ready to film. And I'm like, Anna, like you're having a bad day or something like that. But like, she's like, no, I'm good.
She was always a preppy person. Like, not a preppy person, but a peppy person.
Yeah.
I didn't even say
Always
preppy. She was definitely not preppy. Anna was definitely not preppy. Anna did not give a damn, okay? Let me just say that.
But too, I also think that a lot of people that are going through the situation that Anna has went through, it will be a trigger for them.
Yeah.
It will be an emotional time. So we do warn people who have been through the same situation as Anna, when you go watch the show, know that that could be a trigger for you, and know that families have been through the same thing that we have.
I do feel like another thing that I really do hope that people will take from this season, because I know that it is said a million and a gazillion times, but you know, like, you see people on Facebook and they're just passing away, or celebrities, and you're like, oh, that's sad, you know, like I was a fan of them, or whatever the case may be. But like, when you're on the front line of it, it's completely different, and that life is truly just that short.
Right.
You know?
No,
I think we also want people to
perspective.
take from this season as well is like, if you're going through something that like we just went through, like everybody goes through stuff like that. A lot of people think like just because we're celebrities we don't go through real life stuff, and like our life's always perfect, and it's like that's not how it really is. That's the main reason I feel like we put a lot of our stuff on TV, so like everybody doesn't feel so alone when they're going through stuff like that with their family.
Yeah, I commend you all for just even being here and talking about it and being so
Thank
strong.
you.
No, honestly, like it really is. Like, and it's nice to see how this, despite tragedy, it seems like you all have really come together and you know, which is what she wanted.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah,
That's really all Anna ever wanted.
Yeah,
No,
because like she even moved closer to us in her cancer battle, so
Yeah.
she could be like right there, because she was 45 minutes. And I think that if she would have stayed at the lake, it would have been harder for us.
Sure. See
To like not to
Go
see
back
her,
and
but like go
forth.
back and forth,
care
because
for her. Yeah.
and it was, so when she moved there, I was like, we was all just like,
This was fantastic. Thank you all so much for coming.
you.
Thank you for having
This was
us.
so fun.